Hello everyone, this is Dr.Syamala from the Department of MBA International Business Management Studies, Acharya Nagarjuna University. And coming to our topic, uh, we are today dealing with modern methods of organization structure. Okay. Previously, in previous class, we have studied about the traditional methods of organization structure, and now we are going to study about functional organization structure, the first concept regarding the modern methods of organization structure. Okay, so now if we see about functional organization structure, so what is the concept of functional organization structure? Basically, this functional organization is based on the concept of functional foremanship, which is suggested by F.W. Taylor. Okay, we all know F.W. Taylor. He suggested this type of concept which will be helpful for the organization in order to perform the organizational functions in effectively. Okay, and coming to functional structure, a functional structure divides the organization into departments based on their functions. Okay, so it divides the organization depending upon the function that is performed by that particular department. For example, research and development, it is a separate department in an organization. Okay, production department, sales department, HR department, marketing department. Okay, likewise different departments will be there, so which are known as functional departments. Okay, so a functional structure will be maintained in the organization. Okay, so and each function, okay, functional manager, each functional department is headed by functional manager, and employees are grouped as per their roles. Okay, all the employees will be grouped similar activities, the employees who perform the similar activities. For example, sales people. Okay, so all the sales employees will be seen in marketing department. Okay, likewise the head will be the functional manager. For example, marketing manager will be the head for this functional department, sales department. Okay, likewise functional managers have experience in the roles of they supervise. Okay, without experience they are not hired in the organization. So specialized persons regarding that particular function, okay, they are taken into those organizations, those departments. So their role is very, very important, functional managers role. So therefore organizations takes persons with experience. Okay, and this ensures that employees are using their skills effectively. Why? Because they are experienced persons. Okay, and also they play important role, they supervise the department. Okay, they directs the subordinates. Okay, they monitor the subordinates. Okay, and it helps organization in achieving their business objectives. And employees are classified according to their functions in this structure. Okay, the organization chart for a functional structure shows the role hierarchy. Okay, so role hierarchy means what were the roles they were played in that particular department. Okay, likewise in every organization there will be an organizational chart. Okay, so in that organizational chart every person's roles will be explained. Okay, and each department has a head responsible for it. So this helps organization control the quality and uniformity of their performance. Why? Because each department is headed by a functional manager, experienced person who monitors and regulates and directs the subordinates. Therefore this helps, okay, an organization, okay, the particular department to control the quality, and at the same time in order to see the uniformity of the performance in particular department. And so these employees are very skilled, they are experienced in the same work, and at the same time they perform excellently, and this results a productivity in high. Okay, productivity increases. Okay, so we can see all over in functional department. Okay, increase in the performance of the subordinates due to their experience in the work. Why? Because the same work is performed by them, and ultimately increase in productivity can be seen in functional structure. And this system is vertical, okay, and disconnected. So vertical in the sense top to bottom, okay, and disconnected also. Disconnected only the functional manager, production manager, next to product, after production manager, supervisor, after supervisor, foreman, okay, foreman, supervisor, worker. Likewise, hierarchy system will be followed, directions will be given, subordinates are responsible for the higher authorities, okay, the immediate subordinates, superior subordinates will be responsible for their immediate superiors, okay. And likewise, the communication also flows through the departmental heads to the top management, okay. So if at all there is any a communication that is that needed to be communicated to the top level management, means so a flow will be seen like vertical, top to bottom, bottom to top, okay. And here all authority stays with the functional manager. Functional manager plays key role, he is responsible for the department, okay. And usually the project manager does not have any role in this structure, okay. If at all, if for example, if this functional organization structure is involved with project, any project, for example project A, project B, if it is involved such organization, okay, but the project manager will not be the main person, key person, only the functional manager will be the key person, okay. So authority stays with the functional manager only, okay. So likewise, functional organization structure plays important role. So each function is finally at the end of the day we can say that each function is managed by functional expert in that particular area, and every functional area serves all other areas in the organization. And for this, for example, the purchase department handles with purchases only. Executive in charge of a particular function issues orders throughout the organization with respect to his functions only, okay. Which function they perform means those function related aspects only, okay, communicated to throughout the organization. For example, the personal manager, okay, will decide the questions relating to salary, promotions, transfers, etc. So for every employee in the organization, whether he is in production or sales or any other department, okay, so the personal manager function is to see the salary aspects, promotion aspects, okay, transfer aspects, all these aspects are seen, okay. Likewise, thus an individual in the organization receives instructions from several functional heads. Every functional expert enjoys functional authority over subordinates in other departments, okay. Within a functional department, every operating executive, he will receive orders from several functional specialists. So as I said before, functional manager means he will deals with a particular function, for example purchase function. So purchase function relating to each and every department, okay. So he will deal with each and every department relating to that particular function, purchases function, or else personal manager. So personal manager is related to the issues of salaries, promotions, transfers, etc. So with each and every employee in the organization, with each and every department in the organization, this personal manager functions those particular functions, okay. So likewise, this is the concept regarding the functional organization structure, okay. So if we see the organizational chart here, okay, so here we see CEO, okay. After CEO, next marketing manager, finance manager. So these are all different functional departments that were in the organization, okay. So if we go for this marketing manager, he deals with forecasting, he deals with sales, okay. Likewise, if we go for finance manager, he deals with accounting, he deals with the treasury, okay. And if we go for production manager, he deals with manufacturing, purchasing, HR, compensation, training and development, employee relations, salaries, promotions, transfers, okay. All these can be seen here. So for example, if we go to this HR manager, he sees all these things, okay. So all these can be seen, okay, to relating to production department, relating to finance department, relating to marketing department. So we have personal people, employees in marketing, finance, production. Okay, so this personal manager performs the function of relating to these aspects. So all these aspects also can be seen in these three departmental employees. So he also communicate with these employees regarding these aspects. Okay, so functional organizational structure, functional head will be the functional manager, the departmental head will be the functional manager. Okay, relating to that particular department. So he performs, but this person will be the experienced person. Okay, experienced person, and he will monitor and direct the subordinates. Okay, all the organization relating to the employees of a whole organization. Okay, so this is the organizational chart regarding functional organizational structure. Okay, so what would be the features of these functional organization means the whole task of the organization is divided into specialized functions. Okay, so specialized functions in the sense marketing, finance, production, HR, likewise. And if at all if we go for another feature means each function is performed by a specialist. Okay, so if at all he is a functional manager regarding marketing means he should be capable regarding the aspects of forecasting, sales, all the aspects regarding the marketing. Okay, so a specialized person, a skilled person regarding this aspect. Okay, subject expert regarding this marketing, so he will be taken as a functional head. Coming to finance, he should be specialized in this accounting aspects. Okay, likewise. So the feature of functional organization will be the persons hired will be the specialist. Okay, subject experts regarding that particular functions. Okay, likewise, the specialist in charge of a functional department has the authority over all other employees for his function. So I said that HR manager, he performs certain functions. So all these functions will be seen in these departments also. Why? Because so employees will be there in production, finance, and marketing. So these functions will be related to these people also. Okay, so production managers compensation, if at all they need any T&D, training and development. Okay, or employee relations, or salaries, or promotions, transfers. So all these will be related to these persons also. So all these departments will be seen by this HR manager relating to these aspects. Okay, so thus we can say that the specialist in charge of functional department has the authority over all other employees also for his functioning. Okay, and another one is specialists operate with considerable independence. Okay, so even though they have authority over these people regarding this HR aspect. Okay, so a considerable amount of independence will be taken by this particular manager according to the rules and policies, according to the state of affairs of the organization, within the boundary, within the limits of the organizational policies. He will involve in these people's departments. Okay, so this is about the organizational structure, features of functional organizational structure. Okay, and now coming to see here. Okay, here also the same functional organizational structure, another table I have given. So different departments we see here: quality control, personal department, production department, R&D, finance. Okay, likewise we have different departments, and we have line authority and staff authority also. Okay, so line authority are the people who takes the decisions, or else we may name them as doers. Okay, doers. And staff people are the advisors. Okay, who will give the advices. So specialist team. Okay, so they all give suggestions to these particular departments. Okay, so these are different departments. Okay, and they perform their duties. So if we go for production means under director of production, we can see the GM, general manager. After general manager, we'll go for the works manager. So works manager, foreman. Okay, supervisor, workers. Likewise, organizational structure, a chain of command, a line of authority can be seen in functional organizational structure. Okay, so coming to merits. Okay, merits or advantages. So if we go for specialization, so what is specialization means, we see different departments here. Okay, so different department means marketing, HR, personal, functional, different marketing. So different departments will be seen, and the functional heads will be specialized in that particular departments. If we go for R&D, research and development, or else if we go for production department, or else marketing. Okay, likewise the departmental heads will be specialized in their particular functions. Okay, so there will be so it will be definitely a advantage to the organization. Okay, so experts will be there. Then those experts will be definitely, okay, they will direct or instruct the subordinates to perform better in the organizations. Coming to second one, operational clarity. Okay, so operational clarity means here their roles and responsibilities are, okay, are clearly explained. Roles and responsibilities are fixed also, so facilitating very easy accountability for the work. Whenever roles and responsibilities are fixed and are given to particular people, okay, so they are at the end of the day they are accountable. Okay, so accountable for their work, so definitely they will give their performance in their work, and this will be a merit for the organization. Okay, so and at the same time we can see here, no duplication of works can be seen, no wastage of time and efforts. Okay, so likewise it will be advantage for the organization. Coming to third one, better control. So the expert knowledge of functional managers facilitates better control and supervision in the enterprise. Why? Because these employees are grouped by their knowledge and skills, okay, allowing them to achieve high performance. And at the same time the functional managers are also specialized persons, experts in their particular field. Okay, so definitely they will have, or their knowledge, their skills, their capabilities facilitates to provide better control on the subordinates, or better supervision in the enterprise. Okay, so more efficiency, so it creates high degree of efficiency as the employees, both employees and functional heads, perform their limited and specialized operations, which brings expertise in performance. Why? Because here the functional managers are also experts in their particular functional department. Okay, and at the same time employees are also grouped. Okay, similar, the people, the employees who perform similar type of work. Okay, like if we go for production department, so production department employees will be grouped under production department. They have their specific skills and abilities, knowledge regarding production department. And marketing people, they will be grouped under marketing department. They have separate knowledge, they have their marketing skills. Okay, likewise employees are grouped by their knowledge and skills, which allows them to achieve higher performance. And at the same time here functional heads also subject experts. Okay, so specialized persons, skilled persons. So definitely at the end of the day we will achieve the efficiency, more efficiency. Coming to another one, managerial development. So managerial development means here, so a functional manager has expertise in one function only, so this facilitates better managerial development. Okay, that means he will be concentrated in this particular area only. If at all he is related to marketing department, so he will concentrate more on this marketing department only. He will not see other departments. Okay, he will not supervise other departments. So full-fledgedly his whole time will be devoted for this particular department only. Okay, so this increases the efficiency of the manager. Okay, so definitely he will become expertise in that particular field. So this facilitates better managerial development in functional organizational structure. Okay, now coming to demerits of functional organization structure. So what are the demerits of functional organization structure? So demerits means the disadvantages. So limited perspective. Okay, so limited perspective means a functional manager tends to create boundaries around himself and thinks only in terms of his own department rather than the whole enterprise. Okay, so limited perspective means he thinks, he concentrates only on his department only. If at all he is related to marketing department, he thinks about his department only, how to market the product, where to give advertisements, do we have option for digital marketing, or we have to go for another traditional marketing techniques. Likewise, he is only limited to that marketing sector only. Okay, he will not involve in other functions of management. So therefore a limited aspect, so only he will be skilled on that aspect only, in that functions only. Okay, so there is a limited perspective, and he can think. Okay, he can think only to that boundary only, to that marketing segment only. He can think, he can forecast, he can analyze the marketing conditions. Okay, but not beyond that. Okay, and coming to delay in decision making. So delay in decision making means, so there is a general lack of coordination among the functional executives which causes delay in decision making. So each department has a functional executive or a functional head. So all these functional heads, if at all they want to integrate at the end of the day in order to achieve the organizational goals, we may see the lack of coordination between all these functional executives. Okay, so this makes ultimately delay in decision makings. Okay, so this is another disadvantage. Coming to complexity, so the operation of functional organization structure is complicated and is not easily understood due to various technicalities. Workers get confused by number of instructions from different functional heads, as I said before. Okay, so I said that complexity in the sense here, if we go for this chart means, so the HR manager, he is related to these aspects. Okay, so these aspects can be seen in production, finance, marketing. So these subordinates, okay, marketing subordinates or finance subordinates workers, okay, all these people are responsible to marketing manager as well as this HR manager regarding these aspects. Finance manager, this accounting and treasury people, these employees are responsible to finance manager, and at the same time they have to look over these HR manager instructions also. Okay, likewise production. So therefore all these people, all these employees has to listen this functional heads, and at the same time this HR manager, this functional head also. So here we can see it is a complex in nature. Okay, so workers will be get confused by number of instructions. So therefore another one is monotonous, so employees get bored. Okay, so they do not learn any new skills. Why? Because they perform the same thing daily. They come, they'll do the same work. So ultimately after some period of time they definitely feel somewhat bored towards their work. Okay, why? Because there is no change in their work. Okay, now there is no scope to learn new things, no to give no new ideas, opinions. Likewise, so therefore this creates monotony in the employees. Ultimately this monotony leads to the less efficiency, less productivity in the organization. Coming to last one, poor communication. Communication is it is weak. Okay, it is weak among the departments. So this causes poor interdependent coordination, affecting flexibility and innovation. So whenever there is lack of communication between the department means, definitely it leads to the, okay, lack of coordination. So lack of coordination, it affects finally the flexibility. Okay, and at the same time innovations. So innovations in the sense it may not lead to new ideas, new opinions in the organization. Okay, so therefore poor communication is also another disadvantage. Why? Because they are related to their particular department only. They communicate with their department people only. So they will not they will not care other departments. They neglect other departments. So integration will be not seen here. Lack of coordination, lack of communication, all can be seen in this functional organizational structure. Okay, so this is about the functional organizational structure, right?